exciting when it comes to entrepreneurship and business. Bruce Croxon, former Dragon, co-founder of Lava Life, entrepreneur, a co-host of Disruptors. You do it all. You've got the advice, and you know what it takes to have a good business pitch. So much to cover in such a short time, Bruce, but when you look at business pitches, business ideas, what do you see as the most common mistake for people coming up with that next big thing?
Well, I think the thing that I always tell young entrepreneurs is pick a problem that really needs solving. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about the team and the idea, and there's a good chance the idea is going to change. But for God's sake, start with something that we need to be solved. I remember on the Dragon's Den, we used to get everything, you know, ideas that address real problems, but also a four-wheel drive dog carriage, you know, when your dog got too old to walk to the park. So, I mean, start with a problem to fix first, and then stay very, very focused on it. Because as entrepreneurs, we get very excited about the next shiny object, and before you know it, you can be, you know, having too many balls in the air. So a problem that needs to be solved, a good team, critical, and then stay focused and relentless on making it work.
And you know, have a good team surrounding you. And I mean, you've been through the trenches, you've seen success, you've seen the highs and lows of entrepreneurship. What would you say is the most important mistake you have made in business that provided you with a great lesson?
Show's not long enough, man. I've made too many of them. I've made too many of them.
But that's a big part of entrepreneurship, the failure aspect.
You know what? It's a roller coaster. Any entrepreneur that tells you it's all like this is not telling you the truth. It is a daily roller coaster, and it's how you handle those lows. Don't get too attached to the highs. And look, when you're in a low, hang in there, because, you know, I've seen enough cycles that you're going to come out of it as long as you keep doing the right thing.
An industry of opportunity. The great thing I see about the city of Vancouver is this hub of a culture of entrepreneurship, especially in the tech sector. What do you see for aspiring entrepreneurs, anybody watching this, direction to go for industry where there is demand for, one, ideas, and two, for jobs?
Well, first off, just let's back it up a bit and talk about Canada as a whole. Like Canadian entrepreneurs, I've always felt this, being one of them, seen it up close. We can hold our own with anyone in the world, right? We don't yell about it as loud as some of our neighbors might.
We're too nice, we're too polite.
Yeah, well, you know, we're humble, right? Which is what I love about the country. But make no mistake, we're as smart, we work as hard, and we're equally as innovative. So we can do it. So Canada's in good shape. Vancouver has had some notable world-class companies come out of it lately in the tech sector, Hootsuite, Slack, and Plenty of Fish, who's hosting this event tonight with the Royal Bank. I mean, entrepreneurs are starting to have significant success right now. And this event tonight called Level Up, where we're actually going to start to mentor and talk about what it takes to be an entrepreneur, is backed by Plenty of Fish. So now you're seeing the guys that have made some money start to give back into the ecosystem, and that's how it happens, because it feeds on itself, and we help each other, and guys are actually writing checks now, because that's what we do, we're entrepreneurs, to bring the next level of startups to bear. So Vancouver's a hot spot, Toronto's a hot spot, Canada's a hot spot. It just so happens tonight's event's in Vancouver. Really excited to go out and check it out.
And I love the fact you're part of it, being a part of Lava Life, and then seeing what Marcus Friend did with Plenty of Fish. I can only assume there was heavy competition, but now, like you say, support for one another in this community.
Hey, that guy messed me up big time. I mean, he came along, we were all riding pretty, charging people to get dates, and then Marcus came along and offered Plenty of Fish. He said, well, why do we have to charge for that? Let's just offer it for free. So it wasn't overnight, but we were arch enemies for a long time, and recently met him up in Whistler, and we've decided to do some work together, so I've got a lot of respect for what he did.
And you know, a great business success story. What, 575 million Plenty of Fish brought out for this year?
Yeah, absolutely. Hats off to him. Fantastic, fantastic job.
Well, it's going to be great to have you on the panel there. You can follow Bruce on Twitter, and Level Up, the event put on by Plenty of Fish, happening this week. You know, I thought it was tomorrow night, but it's actually, is it tomorrow night?
Is it tomorrow night?
It's tomorrow night.
It's a day early.
You can take the night off.
I'm all messed up. Geez, okay, I got dressed up for nothing.
Eddie,
tomorrow night.
You're going to need another suit.
You know what? Eventbrite has it right. Check out Eventbrite.
Done.
It is tomorrow night.